All right. We are starting. Let's see. How do I even... Is it this button? No, this button. There we go. Well, welcome back. Happy Wednesday. No judgment. You know, some people, they got other things going on. I know I followed a lot of streams. A lot of people on Twitch that just don't get around to coming back every single stream. Thomas is somewhere over there in the distance, presumably. Food is such a problem. Let's get some food before we start running around places. Hopefully audio is good. I don't think I really messed with anything too much other than turning down the music here at the start. That's looking pretty good. A little bit more to do on that. Sounding great? Cool. Alright, so what's in the kitchen? Bunch of empty bowls. Some grape seeds. Some raw pork chops. Salmon. What can we do with the salmon? We can cut it into salmon slices. Make some salmon rolls. Doesn't look like a roll, but whatever. Anyway, cook it. That seems like a lot. Yeah, it's got the Farmer's Delight. Farmer's Delight pack, so you can do all sorts of things here. So you can like take the salmon, take a knife. Boop. There we go. If we had any rice, I guess I gotta go over and harvest some rice. Let's do that. I don't know. Can you harvest? Does the knife do anything with the rice? Or does that not matter? I don't remember. At least we can run over this little bridge without worrying about trains too much. I don't think there are any trains scheduled that go down that path, so that's fine. Alright, so does the knife do anything? Not what we really want, because it gets us straw, right? Just straw? Okay, that's... Don't want that, because we want the panicle to be able to actually get the rice to eat. No sword, just knife. I mean, there's all sorts of weapons actually in this pack. Like, look at this thing. Shimmer sword. Huh. Make it katana. Yeah, and then there's probably like daggers too. Yep. The end. The sword that I got from the as a quest reward, I think that was the last stream at the very beginning. The silver sword is pretty good. It's 7.6 attack damage at 1.76 attack speed. So it's not the fastest, but you know, DPS is just multiplying those things together, right? So that seems pretty good. What quest was that? That was one of the... that was chapter 3, right? So we found... No, that was the painting. Was it... I don't know which I don't know which one it was then. Was it? It wasn't this one. Was it back in chapter 2? No, I don't remember anymore. Was, as you can tell, I'm in the habit of not claiming rewards. Oh man, we needed redstone and we had to go off on a whole thing to go get more redstone. There was some right here. Name tags, empty map, 128 iron reinforcement, rose bushes. So a bunch of things that I've just been ignoring. I guess really just because I don't have a good storage system to like organize everything. I guess I'm holding out for applied energistics. Yeah, so there we go. Let's cook some rice and we'll make some sushi, sashimi. Astral has grown so much since you last played it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty new to this pack. Like when I started streaming it is when I first started playing it. So I can't really speak to that, but it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Okay, so one of the things we can do with the rice is make the there's like this kelp roll. That's good. There we go. So let's see. Kelp roll. We can make a couple of those. Get a couple more going. And then with the kelp roll, you put it down on the cutting board. And you can slice it up. And it's like 3 haunches per slice, which is slightly better than just eating the whole thing, which is kind of funny because the whole thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you get 3 slices when you cut it. So some funny math going on there. Let's see, it has to be this way, yeah. Oh, do I have any cod? I can make one of these. Cod? I don't think I have any cod. Okay, well I'll keep a couple of those put away for later. Alright, so we got a little food. Put the knife away too. Alright, so how is the train? It's almost time to sleep, so we'll just wait in here for a minute. And then we'll go look at the train, see how it's doing. I wonder if anything else has changed. I was looking at the server log this morning, and I saw that Meteor had stayed on a little bit after I left, so I wonder if anything's changed. The statue's still there. I don't see anything on the map that really stands out. Of course, I could just be missing something. I could take the train, but I'll just run over here. There's a train. That's the original one. that should be hauling cobblestone. Here's the new one. Looks like it's unloading something, but I don't think we can see the items from here. No, it didn't unload a lot. So there they go. Turning around at the roundabout. I'm gonna go back. So did we if it did unload something, and it would be clay from that one. It paused there like maybe it was going to, but I don't know if it did. Maybe not, since the storage unit is empty. Huh. Let's see if we're empty on the inside. The factory, that is. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Alright, so we're fully out of clay at this point. Which doesn't surprise me too much. Clay production over here is pretty slow. Yeah, okay. It's just pausing there for it's like 10 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever to check to see if anything is gonna come out. Alright. So what does this look like over here? Still the same? It's able to connect, so that's good. We are producing a little bit of clay, but this is about the speed. The clay is being produced over here. The vault here is kind of overkill. Now cobble, on the other hand, we're sending a lot of that over. Are we, what's the situation here? We're not backed up anymore. So now we're kind of competing between cobblestone to make into clay versus cobblestone to go on this belt. So we've been able to ship a lot of cobblestone via the train. Interesting. So something I noticed there is that the second interface touched the train on its way out. What I have been thinking about earlier, like maybe the first half or so of the stream on Monday, was to actually have separate bays with different train stations to prevent that sort of thing and just make it easier and have a like standard positions where the portable storage interfaces were. But I kind of lost the plot on that. So, oh well. I'll fix it later when it becomes more relevant. I think we're moving towards a point where things like this are going to be driven by kind of like what is the bottleneck? Like, what do we need to do more of in order to supply the things to make the things, to supply the things, to make the things, you know, so on and so forth. So, like right now that's clay, right? Because we're providing cobble and we're providing lava over here. But on the other hand, we're not really using, like we don't have any automatic things that are like taking the copper or the tin from here. So we got time. I think this is going to be kind of we're going to build some more factories, and then we'll come back and kind of start tuning things. So we're almost maxed out on 10, and we've almost up to a stack, because we took out everything that was in that storage unit over there and put it in here. Now that's all been processed down, and we're up to 585 copper, which is going to be more than that if we put it through the crushing wheels for 1 1/3. And these can be melted for a bonus as well. So we'll be able to get, like, I don't know the math on that, but more. Be able to get more. Really close on the capacity here, though. Only 20 stress units left on all of this. This stuff is gonna go away. I don't know how much stress this all is using. I hope we'll have enough to set up a pair of crushing wheels, though, to have this stuff go through. Rather than using the millstone. Okay, so that's doing its thing. But what are we doing? What are we doing today? What's the plan? No snack. Okay. I have a book. It's the plan, TM. Cobble train. We did that. Decorate train slope. We mostly did that. We might actually have some materials left to kind of finish that off from last, I almost said last night, but 2 nights ago. So let's see what we have. Also, I guess Meteor still has my quadcopter. Which is fine. This. That's. Okay. Is this fine? Yeah, probably gonna need more of those. Okay. Let's go over here to the side and see what we see. All right. So first off, we can maybe connect the bottom of these. Yeah, I'm doing some decoration. It would be good if I had a quadricopter right now. Yeah, what I want is another, what are these? These are gray andesite iron slabs. Okay. I'm gonna need some more materials. haven't done that section either. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to put this stuff away for now. There's some gray there. Oh, there's some slabs here. Okay, never mind. Since I have the stuff, let's continue on for a little bit. See how far we can get with this. And then have to figure out the next project to do. I do know that there's a need for like a kelp factory that's producing kelp blocks, so that'd be good. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Do I want to have maybe like a solid block there? Yeah, like that. That seems right. Oh, I used... Okay, well, it'll be a slightly different block, but that's fine. I'm not that picky. For now. Alright, and then we just kind of need a little bit more here. How should this go? How does it go right here? Let's go, yeah, that girder into a solid block and then slabs across. Continue the pattern. Sure. It's so weird. I don't normally do this kind of decorative building stuff during the stream. It's kind of slow. Alright, so we're doing like 3. No, because there'd be a block there and a block there. I like, yeah, there we go. Okay, and then a gap, and then 3 wide. I don't know if this is exactly the same, but oh, out of those. I just need to make some more. So yeah, so a kelp factory to make the grow the kelp, harvest the kelp, pack the kelp, or smoke the kelp and pack it. All right, so how does this link up? Oh, it goes up to a solid block like that? Okay. Oh. So that would be like that. And then like that. Yeah. I think that's fine. And then we can probably just use the laid cobblestone bricks to continue up to kind of level. that. Maybe. I feel like that's one block too low. And oh, there it is. I was gonna say, and it's gone. So there, and then there. Okay, well, I'm not gonna get that. All right, enough of that. Much easier to do that kind of thing in creative. Make a schematic and do all that. All right. Why do I have... Is there a way to clear these? I mean, I can do that, I suppose. Is that... Okay, cool. Great. So, not quite done with this one, but we'll pause there. The other thing, I have 6 pages of plans here, as you can see. Another thing was to work on the pub. I think that would be a fun thing to do. That might be a fun thing to kind of collab in terms of like getting the materials together and deciding where we're going to put that. I had originally been thinking about putting that up here. I might unclaim the village. But I thought, you know, the village could use a pub. But let's see what others think. I can get rid of this waypoint. Okay. Other plans. Let's see. So, kelp production, smoking and packing, and then another train to deliver dried kelp blocks, which will be helpful for our one factory over here because it needs those, but also for a factory that I do have a design for. I think we looked at during the last stream, as well as some other things are going to need a fuel source, and kelp blocks can do that. So where do we build this thing, right? So this is going to need not a tremendous amount of room, but some room for basically like this thing over here. Let's see here. We have a thing that's producing kelp or was producing kelp when it was running. So something this size probably just stack several of them on top of each other. And there you go. And then a little area by it to have the kelp smoke and then go into basins to be packed, and then to go into an item vault, right? And then to load onto a train. So, oh, I just had something, an idea. I wonder, can you stack item vaults vertically? I only had 5. I guess not, right? So like these don't link up into a 2x2. That's kind of a shame. You know, you imagine have like a silo type thing, that vertical storage. Okay, so anyway, So, back to the question of where should the kelp production be, right? We want it somewhere where we're going to link it on to train line. We do have a place for a train line to go here. Gonna have a place for a factory here. Oh, sounds like it's time to sleep. So we need enough room that where we're gonna like load the kelp blocks onto the train, like we can't just slap it next to one of the rails, right? Because what we need is we need a place where we can have the train come off into like a side station and get loaded up and then go back onto the main track. This is a build that probably we can fit into a chunk, into like a 16 by 16 chunk. In a couple of different ways. Like we could have like the bottom be like the packing, storage, and then train unloading, and then build like a tower on the top for growing the kelp. It's kind of compact vertical build. We already have this thing here where we're kind of like, here's the track, and then it turns this way. So if you had it continue a little on and then come back and then rejoin this, that could be good. Hey, Dudamas. Welcome. Hello. How's it going? I'm just trying to decide where I want to put kelp production. Smoking and packing and train loading. You're making fewer mistakes than normal today. Well, that's pretty good, right? So right now, what I notice about our trains is that they basically, to like go between the stone quarry and this factory here, they have to go to here, and then they have to go to here, and that's fine. Like the stone quarry to here is fine, but to get back, they gotta go a little ways out of the way. It's not too bad. Just over to here to turn around. So I don't want to introduce too many things where, you know, you don't want to have a train. So this train picking up the kelp blocks are going to go here and probably some other places. So maybe it makes sense for that to be kind of central. Like the more common the resource is, the closer it should be to a place where it can, like trains can get to it. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, there is, kind of cleared out a flat area over here, but then on the other hand, it's pretty close to the roundabout. Maybe it's too close. But yeah, this is me, overthinking things. So there's probably room here to have a train able to pull in. But do we need to bring... So I do know. Here's the plan so far, right? So we're going to deliver kelp blocks over here. And we're going to deliver kelp blocks over here because this is where we're going to be doing some like andesite casings and brass casings and that sort of process. And it's going to need kelp blocks too for certain things, for heating things. So does that change anything? I guess maybe cutting out some of the jungle would make sense. I guess if we go this way, then we need to add a turnaround somewhere here. I mean, it could be something like this. Right, because I think eventually we'll want to have the train tracks come up and go into this area. But if we brought the tracks up to here and did like a little turnaround right here on them, and then we had a thing branching off here with a little station, and then do the kelp production here. I always lose the first letter when I start typing in that box. Oh, that is a poor color for contrast. Oh, I didn't change it. Save. There we go. That's a little better. Kelp production there with, we'll see how sharp of a turn we can take off this. Probably the first thing though is to extend the rail line and cut through the jungle. I think that's a good next step. And I have a bunch of train tracks on me. We got the mechanical saw. Do we have a crank? Is it in a box? Which box is in it? It's in tools, right? Hopefully. Also, I can put that in a box. I have a spot for gunpowder and the schematic cannon box. Tools. Do we have a crank? We have a crank. Yay. Alright. So those are the things we're going to need. So let's take a look at what we got going on over here in the jungle. So we're talking about doing kelp production in here after cutting down all the trees somewhere over here. And then we would take the tracks that are over here and extend them on. How unlevel is this ground? So it goes down a little bit. It's not too bad though. I can fill in a little bit here. Probably just excavate the high parts and fill in the low parts. And just go that way. Okay, that seems doable. So I don't know if you saw any of what happened on Monday, but we had a couple of people come onto the server. It was a little different. Yeah. No? Yeah. Meteor live stream, and yeah, Monday was busy for you. Yeah, makes sense. And I'm struggling to remember the other name. Sorry. Figure. Go figure. Both were on the server at different points, and that was kind of fun. Yeah, it was a long stream on Monday. It was a 6-hour stream, so that's kind of relative, right? Versus like that 12-hour stream a few weeks ago, but still pretty long. Long enough that YouTube didn't like the VOD when I tried to transfer it over. Yeah, it's not on YouTube yet. I mean, it's on YouTube. I haven't. I was waiting for it to be in HD. It should be probably when I take my break halfway through. I'll be able to publish it. At some point, we'll have to do something with chocolate. Right, because you can do some things. This doesn't have the create confectionery mod in it, but it does have mixing. You can make chocolate. I guess it would be milk chocolate. And then you can make chocolate bars. And maybe some other things. I don't know. Alright. A lot of trees to go still. I could... I don't know... Nah, for this right now, I don't think it would be worth the hassle of trying to set up like a tree cutting contraption. Just because like the ground's uneven and the trees are all over the place. There's a creeper over there. Okay. Oops. What did that do? Nothing? Good. Still using the stone axe. Oh. That was the its last bit of durability. Let's see, where did it? There it is. I knew the creeper was over there, but just not paying attention to that. I was thinking about the next thing to do. Let's go repair this axe. Because I think I've tested this before. Pretty sure the way it works is that you have to break the last block, or does it take the whole tree? And I'm not gonna sit here and punch logs. So let's go repair this axe. Try not to get run over by the trains. Probably move that at some point. Oh, right. None of that stuff is here anymore. It's all up at the house. Okay. Let's grab some cobblestone. What are we up to in our cobblestone? There you go. 1 sextuple compressed cobblestone. A quintuple. A quadruple. 7 triple. 5 double and 8 compressed. No quintuple still. It's working its way there. Okay. Right over here. This is where I moved all that to. So we got all the things now. We got the part builder over here, and the Tinker's Anvil, Tinker Station, parts chest. Nothing in there. I just made it for completeness, and the Tinker's chest. This is just a chest, right? Basically. But yeah. Get all that. And then, a chest to dump random things into. Keep those apples on me in case I run out of, whatever these are, kelp roll slices. I do also have a schematic for... What was I going to say? Schematic for something. Something to do with the kelp farm, but I think it's honestly pretty straightforward, you know, in terms of actually doing these. Come over here again, right? So it's just, I think, oh, right. So what I experimented with, this is now a few weeks ago, make all these plans, and it takes a while to, you know, get to the point of actually being able to build the things. But I did see that if you use the rich soil from Farmer's Delight, it does make the kelp grow faster. You know, I selected instrumental, but still, you got things with vocals in them. Anyway, yeah, so you can do that, and then it's just, you know, you have a chassis and a bearing and all that. Oh yeah, the rich soil. Yep, it does work. At least when I tested it in creative a few weeks ago, it worked. I was convinced that it did, so we'll see for sure at some point. Maybe today. But yeah, that's where am I even going? All right, back to the jungle. Yeah, so that's kind of the thinking here in terms of setting this up as something that's going to really be able to produce a lot of kelp. So you can produce a lot of kelp blocks and probably just like stacking like units of kelp production on top of each other, dropping down into a smoking setup. I don't have a design for that. I'm just gonna probably just wing it. Which I'm sure will be fine. So, thinking about some upcoming streams. We got the 4th of July right around the corner, but that's on a Tuesday. I don't have that Monday off, so that'll probably be a normal stream, but I might also stream on the 4th. Let's see. Might have to do something special. Minecraft does have fireworks. Let's see. Great. Alright, where are we? Oh. A bit off the path over there. Yeah, I do, I do hope to eventually, what was I gonna say? Something about food. That was kind of silly. It's just the one block. Oh, anyway. We're running through a lot of food. I wish we had some food automation. Can I sleep under a tree? There we go. Alright, so we're trying to go through here. We'll probably stay at like this level? I don't know, where does the... How does the ground go from here? Yes, it's a landscaping project. It's the downside of not doing the whole just build your base underground, under a mountain or something. Yeah. Because with that, you just, you know, make a tunnel bore or something. Clear out areas. You're done. I imagine at some point this pack is going to get an update. And that'll be really interesting. But it may be a situation where we just have to like start a new world. Mod packs are sometimes like that. And that will be interesting. I might, in such an eventuality, might have to do something a bit different than this. Do more vertical compact sort of thing. Not that I'm really regretting taking a spread out in the world, trains in between kind of approach. It's different. Everybody likes trains, right? So, lots of trains. Still thinking about the conversation from the last Sunday morning stream about maybe doing some mod development kind of things, or like mod pack creation stuff. So that may also happen, and that may, maybe one of these 2 days that I'm doing Minecraft now, I might kind of blur into some of that. Do I want to go down one more level? Yeah, I think I do. So we'll see. Yes, let me crank the tree. Huh. Cocoa on a dirt block. Inventory's not quite full yet. Good. Does bamboo have any different uses in this besides the usual? You can make baskets. Punji sticks. Also sticks to walls. Interesting. Scaffolding. Can make into 6. Can use as fuel. Okay. Nothing too special. Well, fortunately, the goal right here is not to cut down the whole jungle, because that would be... I think I'd rather get out some flint and steel rather than sit here and try to do that. I don't have that kind of patience. That's more of a, if I did want to harvest the whole thing, let's either figure out some way of automating it, which... I don't think it would work too well, or maybe a thing to do a little bit at a time. That's kind of how I did this. This is all... Well, I guess there was some plains in there, but there were a lot of trees there too that had to be removed. Ground that was leveled. It's also a thing I have less time these last few weeks to do kind of off-stream stuff like that. So alright, where are we at? We need a little bit more cleared out over here. There's a zombie now. Skeleton over there somewhere. Alright, so that should be enough this way. Is there? Okay, good. So we're going this way. Sometimes the leaves decay quickly, and sometimes they do not. More bugs here. Okay, cool. Okay. Good. Alright, so I think we want to aim for maybe like this level. So where does this put us? That's pretty good. Let's look at the topography mode. Yeah, so there's this little bit here, so we'll take out this and fill in some of the spots here, and so we'll just be one level lower. And then we can flatten this out too for the kelp production. I think that'll work pretty well. Did I? Yeah, okay, good. Huh? Almost time to sleep. '21, '22, '23, '24. 27. Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. That is a little bit lower than I thought it was. There, okay. But yeah, so slowly it's all one block. So I have a good amount of rich soil over at the original farm over there. And it'll be enough for like one layer, at least, of the kelp factory, farm, facility, whatever. We'll need to get more compost being produced at some point. Maybe it's something I can help figure with. Since they said I was going to work on some farming stuff, do the production stuff. We will see. But I don't need to do that now. That can be a later thing. I think at least one layer of kelp production, as long as I can figure out like how the stacking is going to work, where all the items will kind of flow into one place. Alright, so this is the level we're aiming for, yeah? lack of building one here is kind of unfortunate. Ow. I do enjoy how you can see the bullets flying through the air, since they are in fact arrows. Oops. Alright. So the main thing here is to fill this in. This way at this level. Alright, so that takes us past where the kelp production is going to be. We do need to go a little bit past it, since we need enough room for track so that the train can come off the track, off to the side, and come back, and then still have room for a turnaround. So let's start working on that. So if we start with tracks here and here, and we aim for getting the track up to this point, should hopefully look okay. We do slope. Yeah, so now we remove some of the dirt from this. There we go. So yeah, if your start point and your end point are the same, they're like the same height, and you get the same curve right between them. So they don't look one's not like going this way and the other one's going, you know, like that. If you care about that sort of thing, which you don't have to. We'll also have to definitely have to make more signals for things at some point, you know, as we go from having, when we're at the point where we want to actually get stuff onto trains from here. But we're still a ways away from that, not too far. There we go. What? Oh, I see. Now, what's going on there? But it's shadow. Okay. Okay, so we are going to need more room here. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to bring the track out to this point. And then... No, I don't have enough rails. And then I don't have enough rails. Okay. And then, how much shirt do I have? A couple stacks. So we're just gonna kind of like backfill a single layer so we can get the turnaround set up, and we can come back and pretty it up later, since we aren't really gonna be seeing a lot of this for a little while. And so we start like building more out that way and connecting stuff up. So, how big does this need to be? Pretty big. Let's make that. Turn out this way. Yeah, okay, so if we click this, we can kind of see what we need to do here. Alright, because it'll say like, oh, you can't connect to that. You need to be on the right level. Turn to sharp, right? So we'll just keep on going until it doesn't say that anymore. At some point it'll give us some hints. Right, but the idea is that we need to have the rail turn this way, and it needs to go that direction. And then that'll be correctly positioned so that we're essentially preparing to do like a quarter of a full turnaround. Looks like maybe over there somewhere. That feels too far. Turn too sharp. Okay, so I think the issue is that we need to be over. We're actually too far over. Let's see. Yeah, so that works. The leaves are not technically a problem. They're not a problem for the train. Alright. The food goes fast. Alright, so then what we're going to do is fall in a hole. We're going to come over here. And we want to connect from here. Still have some tracks. Connect from here and make another 90-degree turn, but this way. And this should be positioned basically halfway between the tracks. At this level. And that'll be halfway around the turn. Can only turn up to 90 degrees. Yeah, I know. But it's on this level. I don't want to go up. Okay, here we go. Over here? Oh, right. Okay. Let's do this. I want to kind of make the sharpest turn that we can. So, oh, and I was too. So we can turn there. We can connect there. connect there, we can connect there, but we can't connect here. So this is where we want to go. Make the sharpest turn that we can. Bit of a tree in the way. Let's sort that out. Great. Okay. Just get rid of this tree while I'm at it. Okay. That seems okay-ish. It'll probably work. Alright, so where is kind of the pivot point here? So, okay, so let's go this way. Alright, so now pick that up and we'll aim for, see, it's maybe a little hard to see, but the kind of the coloration changes 2 blocks over to the right, so should be able to bring it to right there. There we go. And then that should then connect up here, right through that tree. Great. All right. So when we're ready to kind of continue the train line out that way, maybe out and then turning a little bit or whatever it is, we can just kind of extend from here through. I got a bunch of track. Let's just lay that out right now. Make it easier for future people to extend the track out further. Alright. Okay, so then we're doing a couple blocks. So to there, right? So this is kind of the middle. There's 3 blocks separating the tracks, and then the tracks are 3 wide. So we're going out to here. Oh, and I'm out of dirt. So, do I even have enough? Ah, there we go. Oh, let's get rid of another tree. Well, we're gonna have a lot of jungle wood after this. I have to figure out something good to use it for. Okay, let's get some more tracks. This 11 is not enough. There we go. And just take from here. Go out to here. There we go. There. Now a train could come along and continue on through, or it could turn around and go back the other way. And then, you know, the other way being back to the roundabout, where it can then turn around and go wherever else. So there we go. Uh-huh. While I'm here, one more tree. Alright, how do I get out of this? How about this way? Nope. Train tracks. They are solid when you don't want them to be. And not solid when you want them to be. Okay. So, now that's done. The next thing is we need kind of a branch off of this for a train station for our kelp factory. So gonna be over here somewhere. So we don't need anything too fancy. We can honestly just have this like go off like 5 blocks over and just branch off and then go back, just so that we can have the train come off of the track so that it's not blocking traffic. I need something. Let's grab some more dirt from some place where we probably don't want it. Is there anything like that over here? It's all pretty low. Okay, just a few blocks will be good. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So let's say the track is at this level, coming along here. The trees are gonna have to go, of course. Also the zombies. But yeah, so this can be a start, and then I don't know why I put all my track in here. Just not thinking. Okay, so let's say we come to here. We want to branch off here. How far do we have to go before we can make this turn? Here. Okay. And we'll need some amount of room. I don't think the train, at least for now, the train's not going to be too long. It's just going to be like one car. I guess like the way I've been doing trains is just another aesthetic thing. I think you could really just have like just like 2 bogies and not have multiple cars. I think that would still work, right? And you just have like, you have the train seat and the train controls, and then you just have a bunch of item vaults and things, and it would just be like one thing, and so it would be shorter. You could also make them wider, taller. I think all of that would work. So this is more of it sort of like looks like a, you know, IRL train, and it is what I've seen others build in the past, but it doesn't have to be that way. But anyway, point being that we don't need to make our stations like super long to accommodate like, oh, we're gonna need trains with like 7 cars. Maybe we'll do that at some point, but on the other hand, we have things like packages in this. If we want to carry more stuff on the train, we can just like put stuff in packages. Put the packages on in the train. I think that would work. But anyway. That's not what we're doing right now. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm falling through the rails, what I'm doing. Okay, so at some point, we have to, like, rejoin the track while also leaving us room to have the train there. So I think this will be pretty good. It'll be kind of fun, right? So the train will come merge onto this just to like veer off and turn around. Just need to leave enough room for signals. So this should be fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Turn 2 sharp. Okay, so we go further this way. One more. Well, that's pretty short. That's what we have to do. Right, and we just have that much straightaway. Which could be fine. Like, we could put the station, like, up here at front on this curve section. Like, right before the signal. And so, and then we just have, like, item loading in the back section here. There just needs to be enough room for the train to get off this section of track completely. And I think that does that. So click that there, and then we'll just run around the other way. Nope. Like I said, solid when you don't want it to be, and not when you do. I hear the skeleton. I don't know where it is. I'm always thinking, am I gonna free it by breaking the tree? Hasn't happened yet. Maybe there's a cave? Like down there? Can't be up there. Huh. Okay. Anyway. Another tree must go. Mm-hmm. Alright. So we're about an hour and a half in to the stream. Which people who have been watching this channel for a little while know it's that time for a little break. And go refill my water, stretch legs, do all that. Gotta take care of myself. And you don't have to do the same, but maybe you might want to. But anyway, so that's what's gonna happen. And then fall through a rail again. And then when I get back, more destruction of jungle. And starting on the kelp farm, factory, facility. I can't think of any more words to start with F, but there you go. I'm gonna run into a structure. And then I will... Yeah, let's do this. BRB. That is the screen. still hear some Minecraft noises as I put myself away. Alright, there we go. Be back just a few minutes. There we go. Nope, that's not the right key. I always get mixed up between, there's like a single key for muting and unmuting, and then there's like a key combination, and yeah, anyway. I should get better. What did they say? A skill issue? Oh. Okay. We're down to apples. Let's just dump all this junk. I give up worrying about inventory mess. This all goes in there. I'll take that dirt just for backfill. Do I have more fruits? There we go. So the fruit basket from cooking for blockheads is pretty cool. You're gonna see all the stuff in it. Anyway. Okay, so let's try to make some more progress over here on the kelp farming situation. Yeah. Oh. Alright. Trying not to get run over here. Okay, so this is where we have a place for trains to pull off. Maybe that will be enough room, otherwise we'll have to readjust. Hopefully not. I mean, we could probably have it end a few blocks later if we have to, otherwise we'll have to move the turnaround down a little bit. Okay, so anyway, we need a space for a factory. How much space do we need? I think not too much. Like, if we just get rid of a few of these trees, like that one and this one and that one and this one, that's probably enough. Maybe that one. It's probably enough space. Because again, this is going to be mostly like a vertical tower thing, and the bottom is going to be where we're going to smoke and compress. I'm not really sure how I want the smoking set up quite yet. More apples. There we go. Like, we can have... What can we do there? We had the kelp coming down like shoots. So we'd have like each layer would have a how would I want that to work? Some kind of bearing, right? And there would be, you know, a basically a contraption on that would spin around and would have harvesters that would collect the kelp, and then it would have portable storage interfaces that would be receiving that, and that would go onto a belt, which would move it a few blocks over to the side, away from the encased area of water where the kelp was growing, and then it would drop down into a chute. Maybe, or maybe instead of doing that, we could do the smoking at each layer. Like it would come off. Yeah, it could come off the belt from the portable storage interface, and then into a bulk smoking setup for each layer, and then I think maybe we just do the whole like automation one layer at a time. And then, so the final product is the kelp, the dried kelp block, right? Kelp. This thing, which we're doing automated packing. So we're converting 9 kelp into 1 block, so that the items coming from each layer combine together, right? Because the issue is that if you have a bunch of layers of things producing and you funnel it into one pipeline, one like stack of chutes, then you may end up in a situation where you don't have enough room for all the items from all the layers to grow. But if you compact first, then you're producing less total items. If the layers, in a different situation, if the layers of the things were too big, what you would do is you would compact the block if it was compactable. This is not. Or you could put it into packages, right? We haven't done packaging automation in this, but this pack does have packages and a package crafter that can be used to put items into a box. I think that's how it works. So you can produce the box, and you can use a funnel or a hopper or something to put items in the box. I don't know, whatever, something like that. Some options, and then, but we're not going to need that here. I don't think it's going to be that. Each layer is not going to produce that much stuff. Oh, right. So the other thing I was remembering as I was kind of talking about the kelp blocks is the other thing that we will be using the kelp for, probably. One of the things that I have in as a schematic is a more efficient way of producing clay, maybe. I've not compared it versus like using crushing wheels on basically the same kind of setup we have, where we're crushing cobblestone or milling cobblestone into gravel and then into sand, and then washing the sand, which is what we're doing now, but using crushing wheels instead. I think that's going to be more efficient, but I think there's another way of doing it in this pack, of producing clay from dripstone, either milling it or I guess crushing wheels. So this is the thing, is that the design I have actually doesn't use crushing wheels because I didn't have them when I designed it, but maybe we could switch it out to use crushing wheels instead. Like this is what we're doing now, right? 25% chance of sand in the clay ball, but you can crush dripstone, and you can make the dripstone from packing pointed dripstone, and you can make the pointed dripstone. You don't have to use a dripstone farm in this pack. You can fill by spout, calcite, fill water, and it makes 3. And you can make the calcite by combining bone meal and gravel and lava. So the design I have, which uses millstones instead of crushing wheels, but it takes lava and takes cobble that it turns into gravel, and it takes bone meal, right? But to get bone meal, well, you can compost kelp blocks. So that was one option, right? And one other use of the kelp blocks besides this fuel input. So we'll see if we end up needing that. That's still uncertain. All right. So if we have like layers, so you can imagine like a round area that has the kelp growing, and then you have like a thing off to the side where we are producing, like we're smoking it and packing it, and then that comes down. We could build that structure so that the part where the items come down is right over the sidetrack, right? Maybe that's not the best idea, because what if it comes down and it's end up being like, we could think ahead, like we could figure out where the train is going to stop and where the portable storage interface was, and then build everything on top of it. But instead, maybe not. Maybe let's build it like over here, and then we can have a belt or something, and something that lifts the items up on top of the train, and just do it that way. I mean, for that matter, there's nothing to say that we couldn't have a train for the kelp that has the portable storage interfaces on the side, so we don't have to lift it to the top of the train. Just have a different place for the input. It could still have ones on top for like wherever it's going to deliver it. I don't know. We'll see. On the other hand, I think long term it'll probably be better to just have like a standard, like the trains have these spots on them, and this is where portable storage interfaces are, and just have those everywhere the same way, just kind of like a standard interface. And then how you control what gets on the train is by having different stations for loading and unloading, or at least for loading certain things. For unloading, you can always use filters on a brass funnel, right? And you can have a filter that accepts multiple kinds of things, and so you can have multiple trains all go to the same destination, and it will be able to unload those things. You just have to, after those brass funnels off the portable storage interfaces where you're unloading, you have to put all the stuff you've exported onto belts or something, and then, you know, separate them out again, since you have then mixed potentially items onto that belt. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe I've explained that well. Maybe it's not going to make any sense until we actually get to the point where we're building it. Those things. Okay, is this enough room? Okay, could do with a little bit more. I think I'll get rid of these other two large trees here. No, that's fine. Gotta sneak. New place. I appreciate that it puts the logs down on the ground as if the tree had fallen over. It's a little touch. Oh, whoops. What am I doing? Skipping a step here. There's that. Okay, so first, gotta break 3 of the 4. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think this should be enough space. Yeah, oh, there's some more logs up there. Oh yeah, how long more? Well, let's not let this go to waste. Sure, I'll use them for something. Okay. So we're gonna have a circular thing here with the rich soil at the bottom, water, mechanical bearing? Or windmill bearing? No, not windmill bearing. Well, can you... Now let's do mechanical bearing. How's that gonna work? I mean, I think, I don't know if they work anymore, but there were things you could do where you could just have, like, one big contraption that is also a windmill, and it just kind of, it's self-powering. And I don't want to do that, even if that did still work. How did that dirt block end up there? Enderman? So how's this gonna work? We can have a mechanical bearing and then a gear box to feed in power for the layer from one side. Yeah. Do we have... If you have the mechanical bearing at the top facing down, connected to kind of your chassis pieces, and then you have your harvesters on that, and they just go around. You know, I do have a schematic for a way that I thought looked like a good way of doing this. Sometimes it's just easier to visualize things. And we have the one over there, but I have a larger version. The schematic is of a larger version of what we built before. So let me just go dump things out of my inventory. Get that schematic. Maybe it'll be time to sleep. We can get rid of the rain. Okay. So this was improved. No. Huh, not that either. Something kelp. Rich kelp farm. There it is. Mark 1. Okay. Let's head over to the farm. We can collect some of the rich soil that's sitting over here. Oh. Yep, I don't have an actual shovel. Can you plant rice in moving water? That should be enough for maybe a couple of layers. Anyway, I had a thought. I'm gonna see that thought through. Nope. Cannot. Great. Yeah, I guess I've not really stood over here since we built the bridge. What's it waiting for? That gets pretty close. Alright, let's check out the schematic. Let's just do that here, maybe? Alright. Somewhere we'll be able to kind of see all that's going on. Okay, so what was I thinking here? Right, so... I don't remember what this block is supposed to be. I hope it was not something very expensive to make. I just don't remember. So apparently you can do this, right? So I think I just used super glue to super glue the harvesters to the radial chassis on a mechanical bearing. So what we could do for a layer is when we just have a gearbox at the top, have power coming this way, and each layer would have incoming power, and then we could have it could just be a belt, or we could use in case chain drives or something up the side to deliver power to each layer. Yeah, because if you could like have the chassis going all the way through all the layers and just have one contraption, but I don't know exactly how the portable storage interfaces. Like, would only one work, or how would you be limited by your ability to export items, right? Then we couldn't do the layer by layer smoking and compacting that I was talking, or not compacting, but packing that I was talking about before. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5 in the middle, right? So 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. We might not have enough. We might have to make more, actually. But we don't even need the schematic cannon to do this, right? So just this is just kind of a handy way to reference kind of the layout that I had in mind for something bigger than the one that I had over there. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 harvesters. Portable storage interface. Yeah, let's see here. Let's bookmark some things. Harvesters. Portable storage interface. I think I have a couple of those floating around. Let's unbookmark some of the stuff I don't need to deal with right now. Mechanical bearing. I might have one of those sitting around. Radial chassis? No, that's not what that is. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter if we're super gluing anyway. It could really be anything. But I like the way the linear chassis looks, so we'll use that. This must be some kind of... Oh, it's a barrel. It's a chipped barrel. Right? It's like a metal barrel. So that we have like inventory space in the contraption. And this is just some kind of glass, right? We could use one of the create ones. Let's collapse all the chipped ones. Frame glass or tiled glass. Ooh, horizontal frame glass might look. Or vertical. What do we think? So horizontal frame glass would have like lines going across everywhere. Maybe just framed. Okay. So let's go get stuff to do things. All right. Do I have... I know I have lots of kelp. Windmill bearings, I have. Mechanical plow. Portable storage interfaces. We'll start with 2. We're just going to focus on like doing 1 layer to start with. And then we'll have to like power it and deal with like the automation of like the processing and all that. Oh, that's a thought. Maybe we want... No, I guess it's fine, right? So you're gonna have a gearbox on top of the mechanical bearing, and you can have the power go to it and go through it to go to the other side to power the other stuff. There we go, mechanical bearing. If this isn't making sense, it should hopefully once things start getting built. Okay, so we got that, we got those, we need mechanical harvesters. Which I don't see any here, so I'll probably have to make those. Linear chassis. I feel like I should still have some of those. Maybe not. So let's see. What do we need to make that? Andesite alloy and wood. Okay, well we got some wood. Let's just use some of the jungle logs. Metal barrel. We just need a carpenter workbench. There's one of those up there. And frame glass. We have glass up there as well. Hold on. I'm gonna move the stone cutter. I know it's been sitting there forever. I'm gonna move it there. Do we have the glass in here? Otherwise, I might just make another stone cutter. Because I want to leave this one down here for other people to use. There might be glass over here. There is. Start with 2 stacks. Frame glass. Okay. Metal barrel we can do when we get up there. Linear chassis. Do we have andesite alloy? We have some. Let's make some more. So that is clay balls and iron nuggets. There we go, and andesite. 8 andesite. Let's take some andesite from down here. It's been accumulating a bit. Okay. It seemed like a lot, but then it wasn't. Oh, I guess there would be more if it wasn't being pumped the other way. Alright, because this was set up to produce stuff. The andesite pavement. Yep. Alright. Is the fake kelp in the blueprint growing? How does it... I mean, that's not impossible that it could be simulated in such a way that it could simulate the stuff growing, but... Or was it always... No, whatever. Anyway. Huh. What are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the rest of this away. Don't need to carry a bunch of andesite on me. We needed some andesite alloy to make a linear chassis. We technically don't need, but it looks nice. So we got that. Harvesters. Andesite casing, iron sheets. I think we have some stuff in the toolbox. Nope. We did. What and what now? That and casings. Which toolbox had the casings? Oh, hey look, we have a bunch of new chassis. And there's a spot for train schedules too. At some point I should like remember. Like, do I have a box that has harvesters in it? Who knows? It's impossible to say. Lots of chutes. Oh, we're out of those too. Okay. Didn't we start some? Nope. Ran through all that. Alright. Let's make some more plates too. Nice. So we got just sitting here in this hopper, we got 3 bronze blocks, 2 brass blocks, and 8 andesite alloy blocks. We'll go through that real quick at some point, but it's nice to have some handy. Speaking of which, okay. All right, there's one. We need how many? Is it 6 or 8? I think it was 8. So 7 more. Okay. Guess I'll just get more andesite alloy then. Let's not leave these boxes down here, or I'll be somewhere else. It'll be like, where did I put my boxes? Again. Alright. So... there's 4. We need more iron plates. So we'll get that going. Wait. If we need 4, okay, we need 8. So okay, that's more than enough for the moment. Okay. I was like, where'd the extra clang come from? But it's from down there. Oh, okay. We're running through the andesite alloy. Three more? Nope. Oh, we need one more, right. Wait. Huh, okay. What seems to be the issue? Okay, that was weird. Okay. Whatever the issue was, it seems to be resolved now. Okay, so 8 of those. Portal storage interfaces, linear chassis, frame glass. So we got all of that. We just need some metal barrels, like 3 of them. We have barrels. Was it 3 or 4? I want to... Oh, these guys again. It's 3, right? Yeah. Because then the portable storage interface makes the 4th block, which balances the other side. Alright, so there should be a carpenter's workbench up here, which allows us to take the barrels and make them look metal. That's a Mace's workbench. There's a carpenter's one up here, right? What does it look like? Not like that. Not like that either. Okay. I know I made one. Where does it exist? So apparently you can see the blueprint, the schematic in the world, much without the fog interfering. Hey, there's Carpenter's workbench. Okay. I'm gonna put this down at spawn, since apparently I didn't have a place for it in the design of the house. And some other people might find it useful. You will live here. Okay, barrels. Ooh, gilded. Yeah, anyway, metal. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here. Position. Ooh. There we go. I'm gonna kind of center it. Maybe one more over. I don't know if we actually want it that low. I guess it doesn't matter, right? So let's rotate it. And again, I'm not planning on using the schematic cannon on this. This is just to be able to visualize how the build is gonna go. And like, because this isn't the whole build either, right? We still have to like add the part where we're getting the items off. Like, this is way too close. This has got to be further away. At least that far away. So we'll probably build it higher. Maybe like that. Sleep. To see what's going on here. Okay. So, let's say we have a portable storage interface on the other side of the glass here. And then so that's going to be like a block. And then we could have... Can you put a funnel on the bottom of something? Like, I know you can put it on the top to like put items in, and you can put it on the side, but can you put, yeah, right? So you'd have the portable storage interface, and you'd have a funnel underneath, going onto something, onto a depot, maybe. Like you'd want to have a buffer, and not literally, not like a tech reborn buffer, but abstractly a buffer to have the items go into. So if you end up with a bunch of things and things get backed up, you can hold them there and then have it dump onto a depot. So maybe there's two depots in this case, like one, the items are coming like directly off of the, so you have portable storage interface on this side. You have, you cannot put a Tech Reborn crude storage unit pulling from the PSI though. I'll just call them PSIs. So you can't do that. That doesn't work. You have to have like a funnel. So the funnel can funnel onto. Is that gonna work? And it's probably just easier to use a chute. You have a chute into a. I don't know if the crude storage unit can be the receiver there either. I don't know if that would work. If that doesn't work, you could have it dump into a depot and have the crude storage unit pull out of the depot. It'd still be pretty compact. And then you have that same unit put onto a different depot. And that depot that it puts items onto, because it can put like, I think it can put a stack at a time, would be where you're doing the bulk smoking, right? So you would have a fire, or potentially multiple on the side. So you could have like, if you set this up the right way, you could have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fires. You would -1 because you would need one side to get the items onto the depot, and then you'd have fans, right? So you'd do bulk smoking, and then minus another side because you have to get the items off, right? And then, okay, so let's see, what do we have and what do we need? I think what I want to do is I want to actually, now that we have kind of this as a reference of where the farm is, let's figure out how we're going to actually process the items. Because that's going to dictate, like, is there enough room here for that? Or does this need to be moved? And, like, that machinery is going to be easier to move around, just like with a wrench, than, like, all these blocks are going to be. So I think that's the important thing. I don't need the axe on me anymore. So let's set up a little area here with our toolboxes. It's time to go to work. One more. There we go. No. Let's do. Okay. So we have portable storage interface. We do need some blocks to be able to build off of, so I'll just use some jungle logs here. Where this is. Nope. Right. Scaffolding would be good here. You know, like with that bamboo. Oh well. Alright, so like that. I guess I'll just scaffold with logs. Alright, so then I was thinking a chute. What did I press? Okay. I think that's the mod I added the other day, which was Voice chat mod. We've not had an opportunity to use yet, but we'll see. Okay, and then crude storage unit. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's sort that out really quick. Controls, keybinds. Is it G? Can we do like control? No, we can't do key combinations. Is that used? That's used. Okay. Cool. Okay, so those controls will have to be sorted out at some point. But anyway, so crude storage unit. So we'll get the items from the farm into this. That might work. Like, because the chute is what's pulling from the total contraption when these are linked. Apparently this we've tried before in the past. The crude storage unit does not interface directly with the portable storage interface. It doesn't work right. It just like hangs. Not like the game, but you know, just like they reach out and touch each other, but the items don't transfer. So anyway, so this probably will work though. And if we want a higher throughput, which I don't think is going to be an issue with this, we could have like a smart chute, which would do a stack at a time. Okay, so then you have this, and then we need a depot. Somewhere I have depots. Oh, it's not gray. Light gray? Light gray. Alright. Okay, so the crude storage unit can put items directly into the depot. And then we can smoke it. That would require us having a campfire. Let's sub in where the campfire would be. We'll put cobble deep slate. So it would be... Let's think about this for a second. So we're gonna have some room, right? So the mechanical bearing is there. So on top of that will be a gearbox. So the shaft from the gearbox will come out to here, like at this level, one block above this. And then that means we can have campfire. And do I have any fans on in a box anywhere? I see a couple of pillagers over there. They're coming for me. Okay, clutches. I don't have storage. Not red toolbox. Did I already look at that one? Probably. Parts. No. Tools. No. Light gray. Hey, fan. All right. Okay, there we go. So we would need another gearbox here for the power to be routed from the shaft over there down into the fan through the campfire. That would smoke the kelp. And then take a sip of water. And then from there, what? So you could just use another crude storage unit. Just use those for everything. Items won't go directly, like you can't put a basin here. Like a basin is what we need, right? To make to do the automated packing. We need a basin and 9 dried kelp. Probably the easiest thing to do is do another crude storage unit. So you set this up so that it only accepts, it's locked to the dried kelp. And then you have a basin. And maybe we can arrange this so that this kind of just works all together. Right, so if you have the basin there, I don't think I have any basins on me. Do I have any free andesite alloy? Not enough. Okay, so I'm gonna put a block to represent the basin there. So this will automatically put the dried kelp into the basin, and then is the mechanical press like directly above it? It is, right? I probably don't have those either. I'll need to start making things at some point. I don't know why I look in the schematic cannon box. There's nothing in there that I need. Just trying every single thing. Not tools either. Okay. I have deployers, but I don't have presses. Okay, so in this representation, this will be the press. Because it's kind of set up similar. Now I need a way to get back up. It's much easier to do this sort of thing in creative. I think I said that earlier, right? It's just easier to do this in creative and then like take a schematic and do that, but whatever, we're here. It needs to be done. We're doing it. So unfortunately, like it'd be super convenient if like this was at the same level as the gearbox that's powering the fan. So like if this was 2 blocks higher, then you could turn it the other way and it could all be powered by one thing. But to do that, you would need to get the items from this depot, not to this block, but to this block. Right, so the basin could be here and the press would be here. And there are ways to do that. They're just not... They involve more steps. Which is not necessarily a problem. I'm just trying to minimize the number of things we have to use to make this, right? Not even about like compactness, but just trying to not have to build a bunch of like use a bunch of resources. So instead, what do we have to do? Right, so if you have a shaft coming here to a gearbox, that has to be a vertical gearbox, right, to deliver power from that shaft, which means that there's nothing on the side here. So, but we could have a gearbox here that's a normal one, and then we could just have 2 shafts and a belt, or in-case chain drives going this way. So we need a few gearboxes. Let me put away things, and let's start bookmarking things we're gonna need. So we don't need those barrels anymore. We have those. Gearbox. Need some of those. Need a mechanical press. Need a basin. Need a campfire. Like, these are not difficult things to make, just don't have them on hand. Anything else? We have shafts and all that stuff. Okay, so where does this get us? So then we have the kelp block, right? That's being produced here. And then what we can do, sort of for free, wrong box. Light gray? Yes. So if the basin is here, we can have a depot here, and the basin will dump onto the depot. Do we... So this could be where every single layer, like this line downwards, we can just stack chutes to bring all the depot's items downwards to wherever we want. Is an option. You could do other things, like you could have belts and funnels coming off the depots and that sort of thing, but this, when powered and with the actual blocks in place here instead of the placeholders, would take the kelp, smoke it, pack it, and deliver it to the depot. And then you just have let's finish this thought here. So we have a chute there, and then we would have another crude storage unit at the bottom of this, maybe something else like item vaults. But for one layer, that would be fine, right? For a little bit. Okay, let's put stuff away. Oops, there we go. Okay. Huh. We might actually be able to do this. Or at least most of this in the stream, assuming nothing goes wrong. Alright, so we just need to get those things that I bookmarked and not get hit by a train. Yes, yes. Some more of those, that'll be good. We're gonna need like at least 3 gearboxes. Do we... I think we have enough stuff over there to make cogs if we don't have them. And then we just need, it was just one basin, right? Yeah. Okay. Mechanical press. Just need a block of iron. Just one press, right? Gearboxes. Hold on. Before I unbookmark it, let's actually make sure to make them. And then campfire, logs, coal or charcoal. And you could do like multiple campfires on different sides with multiple fans. You could do all sorts of things. But this is probably fine, and if it's not, we can upgrade. Okay. So I think that's all the stuff we need. this train... Yeah, let's chance it. I was gonna say that train is just gonna do a U-turn there, but if it's gonna wait there before it enters the intersection anyway, we just run behind it. I'm also gonna pick up this package. Did go through a good number of tracks though, just setting all this up. Okay, so we can put the basin in place. That's this block, right? It's supposed to be the basin. There we go. And then the press. Need that anyway, and might need those. Should be a box with shafts in them, yeah. And some cogwheels. Make some more. Might need this in case chain drives. Great. Okay, so okay, we should be able to make 3, which might be enough for now. Got the campfire. Mechanical press is that, and that, and that. Okay. So now we can take our placeholder, put that. Oh. It was. Cannot place it there. It's actually supposed to be the block above that, which is fine. Still not a good way to make it. Like, we need to have this feed into the basin, but the basin up one block. It's fine like that. Okay, let me get over here. And okay, so let's wait, how's that gonna work? That's not. Wait, can I? So I don't want the basin to be trying to feed this depot. Don't want that. If I were to put a block here. Good. Okay, so if I were to put a campfire there, that would also be fine. Yeah. What if this van was one block lower? Right, like that. And then turn that way. And we do a vertical gearbox into this. And get away with one less gearbox here. Like, we'll need one more. Here. Because that lines up with where the shaft is going to go in. To the gearbox over there. And then we have enough gearboxes to link all that up. I mean, we haven't... I still don't know how we're powering this stuff. Although the the bearing and the contraption's not going to use a lot of power. It's going to be the mechanical press and the fan that are going to be using power. Significantly more power. But yeah. So then we can configure this to input. We don't need auto input because it's going to be fed by the chute. And then we can configure out on the front auto output. So that'll put kelp on the depot. And assuming, so I don't know, I'll have to figure out the rotation, right? Because depending on the rotation, maybe we will need another gearbox to reverse this, so the fan is blowing. But that should smoke the kelp. And then we'll have to set the crude storage unit after we get some smoked kelp there. And that'll feed onto that. That'll press that. And we can set the recipe filter for the block. So it should only dump out the block once it's compacted onto the depot. And that will shoot into the top of this. Yeah. That's simple, right? Okay, so time to start building the actual farm. Yeah, I'm inside. There you go. Okay. It's gonna go around the perimeter of this. Oh no. Have that. I need that block. Back to regular dirt down there. Oh, same thing. Yeah. Okay. Nope, I don't have enough for soil. Not at all. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 or 30 or something, I don't know. Whatever that is. So, rich soil. How does one make rich soil? Well, you make compost. And then it sits out. So this is where this is not going to happen today, because this takes time. But we can... let's make the compost. So there's a way to automate this. It's no big deal. It's just, it's automated shapeless crafting, so you just put it in a basin and you mix it. It's really the part that takes the time is you got to place the organic compost somewhere. It's sped up by being adjacent to mushrooms and water, and sped up by sunlight, apparently. See below. Adjacent activators. So just normal vanilla mushrooms, podzol, mycelium, other compost or rich soil or the mushroom colonies. Speeds it up. So you want to just make a big pile of compost. Put compost. Let's see, we can bookmark that. Straw, dirt, bone meal, tree bark, or straw, bone meal, rotten flesh, and dirt. I don't have that much rotten flesh. I know there's some in a furnace I saw a little while ago. But yeah, I think this is going to be... We're going to have to detour away from working on the kelp farm to work on compost. Or I just put dirt in the rest of the spots, and then we can just keep going. I think I'll do that. I don't want to switch midstream. We'll just do this. Keep this going. I need more dirt. Good thing I have an excavator. So I had like 5 dirt. How much dirt did I put down? I want to get a sense of how much more rich soil I need. Okay. More like 40 then. Is that solid? Guess I'll just walk over the whole thing, and if I fall through, it's not. So much flashing, I don't like it. Okay, well. Now, did I have enough glass? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Of our temporary blocks here. Oh, and those are real blocks. Okay. Okie. So we got the soil. Not necessarily all rich, but some is. We need to put down our linear chassis. That's the word. Words. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then harvesters. Yeah. Can we fix the orientation Nope, nope, nope. Okay. So I think the way I had to do this, even when I was in creative, is you gotta place block behind it. It's not like it's like they're not designed to be, you know, free floating like this, but it works as long as you use super glue. I think what I want to do is I want to prioritize putting down barrels and portable storage interface. Yeah, and then we can get rid of the schematic. Finally. So yeah, we were a little short on rich soil for this, as it turns out. Let's see, schematic cannon, super glue. There we go. Just glue it all together. There we go. And then mechanical bearing. Oh, right. And gearbox. And shafts. Oh, not that box. Gray? Yes. Alright. So that's all that. I suppose I should leave myself a way out of here. There we go. Now we just need water and kelp. See, I have a lot of buckets, yes. I guess really 2 buckets is enough. It'll just be easier if I have a bunch. And then kelp. So I'll run this way to grab some kelp out of the old kelp farm. And then grab some water on the way back. I 64 should be enough. Nope. Oh. Ow. And we are out of food now. Okay. What was I reminded of? Oh yeah, so I should set the set up the movement mode. Always place it when stopped. Let's change that to only place when anchor is destroyed. Yes. Right, and then take our hand crank. Nope. So I think that. Nope, that didn't move it. Let's do this. Do we have enough strength to get this going? Yes. Great. Alright, so now those blocks won't interfere with water. And we didn't, like, grab any of the glass blocks or any of the dirt or any of that. It's all where it should be, which is nice. When that was one thing that I ran into when I did the schematic for this initially in creative, was that the first time I did the glue up and got it spinning and grabbed a bunch of the glass and everything and just started spinning it all around. So I managed to avoid that this time. Contraption now? Okay. Oh, that's convenient. Alright, and it's full. So. Oops. Oh yeah, so you can see the green sparkles there. That's the acceleration. Oop. That's right. I gotta breathe. Every time the rich soil accelerates the growth of the kelp, you see little green sparkles. So it's not you know. It's not like, what was it, mystical agriculture and some of the things with, like, really super duper crop growth, but it's better than nothing. Also, maybe 64 wasn't enough. Already got growth there. And over here. All the, well, they get some growth on the dirt as well, but much more on the rich soil. Oops. Also, kind of pointless to plant one in the middle. It's not going to get harvested. Alright. So that's that part. What is needed left, birds. What we need, the remainder of what we need is a power source that will power the mechanical bearing. You can see just from hand cranking it goes really fast. It's not a lot of stress units to operate the contraption. But then also power for the fan and the mechanical press to do all the rest of this. And then what we would do at some point, as we need more kelp blocks, is to just reproduce this setup above as many times as we want. Assuming we have the power. And yeah, so power. Yeah, you like it? I'm glad. It came out pretty well. We could like prettyify. It's kind of neat that this part is just like one layer thick. It's not normally my MO to do like compact builds, but it just kind of fit for this. So I might, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what time looks like. I won't commit to anything, but yeah, still some work to do on this to make it a fully operational kelp station. We could run it. It's a very satisfying sound. This also addresses the issue that I've had with like if you have multiple layers here. See, it only missed like a little bit of kelp there, right? Because we have 2 layers of harvesters. So when it goes through, if the kelp is growing too high, it'll grab them. So it doesn't miss a lot. And then so what we should see, there you go, 13 kelp. We'll lock that. And, oh, did we already configure this? Yeah, so there's probably some kelp. There's probably a stack of kelp already on the depot. You can see that. Yeah, there's a stack. Is it a stack? Well, it was 14. Don't I have goggles? I do. Okay. I guess you just can't see what's the contents of that. But yeah. So we'd be smoking some kelp there. I think the issue with this, the way this is that no, this would be yeah, this would be fine if it was producing a lot more, because we'd start backing up kelp in the crude storage unit while this was smoking. And then I think, okay, let's try this. If we take all this out, right, 27, we put 27 in, it takes it all, right? So all 27 go onto the depot. It's just that if there's only the less than a stack, you know, if there's like 10 initially in the crude storage unit, 10 will go onto the depot, and more will not go onto the depot until something happens. So presumably if this backs up and we have like a stack or more of kelp, then once whatever's on the depot smokes, then we'll be dealing with like a stack at a time while there's a backup. So that's pretty nice without, you know, using brass and smart chutes and smart funnels, or brass funnels rather. Why aren't brass funnels called smart funnels when the brass chutes are called smart chutes? Anyway, and with that thought, I'm gonna pack up the worksite. It's been a fun stream. Thanks for hanging out, watching. I'm going to switch over to the screen now while I run myself over to somewhere where I can not be run over. That would be terrible if I was on my end screen and the train hit me and you didn't see it. But no, I'm fine. You would have heard the splat otherwise. Alright. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out and all of those things, for supporting the stream, as the credits said. the VOD for, I mean, the VOD on Twitch has been there for the last stream from Monday. It should now be public on YouTube. It might even be HD at this point. Fingers crossed. I haven't checked yet. At least for right now, because I'm not an affiliate. I pretty much get these VODs onto YouTube as well as soon as I can. And I've started with the stream recording locally, so yeah, maybe even sooner than normal. We'll see. Yeah, so if you haven't seen the YouTube channel, it's Sabin VODs. But it's basically, it's just all the things here on Twitch, plus I take some of the clips and make shorts there and that sort of thing. So it's just another channel for the same content. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks again. Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.